Hi everyone, this is Anna. I have a chart up of the silver futures on the screen, and I want to show you that I do see silver has peaked out. And I remember on my post last week, I didn't believe it was last week, but it was close to a top on gold, and I said I believe there were cracks. The charts were showing cracks in gold. And sure enough, I mean, gold had a sort of a vicious correction so far this week, but I still think there's more to come. But there's also more on silver. This is the 4-hour chart, and you can see a series of bear flags coming down here. Now, it's getting a tad oversold on the 4-hour, so it could, and it probably will, see an oversold bounce here sometime this week. Let's take a peek at the daily and see where we're at. Because the daily and the 4-hour, I look at all time frames, even though when I'm day trading, I trade off the much shorter time frame. Now, if you look at the daily, it's definitely bearish. So I would, if I was doing a longer term trade, do a bearish trade on silver. The oscillator is screaming bearish divergence here, right here, really is, as well as the stochastics and the relative strength index. So we can see it's had such a run. I mean, it's just been insane. Silver has made a run, and it has a topping tail here. You can see, whoops, I didn't draw right. It has a topping tail right here. Let me see if I can make that bigger for you. There's a topping tail. Okay, then you have a series of dojis, and then you have your big long red candle down. Now, I do trade silver futures, but you really have to be cautious when you're doing them because they can be very, very volatile, and it moves very fast. And if you're going to do them, you need to make sure, and it interestingly needs more margin than gold. And now on the 5-minute chart, it's showing still a bearish movement here. So we could get some further weakness before we have a bounce sometime like on Tuesday or Wednesday, which coincides right up with the options expiration of a bullish Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, that's not written in stone. That is, and I preach that all the time. Nothing in the markets are written in stone. It's a living, breathing, moving animal. And you have to take into consideration everything and make the most educated trade that you can. And you don't want to have emotions in your trading that will really, really, really affect how you make money. You need to keep your stops tight and your profits. When I'm day trading, I keep a tight profit. If I make 1 or 2 points, I close it and move on, and then wait for another opportunity and do it, maybe 5 times. If I did that 10 times a day, which you saw on Friday, I did 37 trades. You can imagine that if you just averaged it up, I usually, have a very good outcome by doing that. But I'm very disciplined, and that's what you have to be. And if you don't feel disciplined and you need somebody to follow, you can follow me in the lounge. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great week, and I can't wait to see what happens this week.